If you love me, please don't judge me. Got my hands tied, the power's above me. Don't shoot the messenger, I'm just a puppet here. If you wanna place blame, then look to the puppeteer. Family, fortune, envy, jealousy, privilege, passed on, legacy, secret, sabotage, borderline, felony, suicide, subtract, selfish, pedigree, yeah.
Huh? What? Huh? Did someone just wake me up about the Clash and All-Star Race meaning something now? Here's my question. Are points still on the lines for both those races? No? Then why the fuck did you wake me up in the first place? Wake me up when they put points on the line for the Clash and the All-Star Race. Other than that, go away. Alright, I'll talk about the Clash. Okay, fuck. Fine. Alright, so the Clash. Well, this Clash, it wasn't a complete shit show demo derby like we all thought it was gonna be. In fact, for the most part, the race was pretty damn tame. Especially all 4 heat races were all pretty tame. We saw some really good side-by-side racing, even some 3-wide racing at this short track in the Coliseum in a football stadium. The first last chance qualifier was pretty tame. Like, the only part of this weekend that was a complete shit show demo derby was that second last chance qualifier race, which was fucking nuts because you had Ty Dillon, Bubba Wallace, and Austin Cindric all being goddamn wrecking balls and punting everyone's ass into the wall or out of the way. Like, just racing with no fucks given. Oh yeah, and there was also that one incident between Todd Gilliland and Eric Almirola. But that was one of the more tame races. But this one had almost it. The second last chance qualifier had almost everything. Even having Bubba Wallace punt Austin Cindric into the wall and damaging the wall, which was okay. That was pretty interesting. And then initially, Ty Gibbs initially getting into the Clash only to be told, no way, Jose. You ain't going to the main event. Because you jumped the restart. We're going to give that spot instead to Ryan Preece in a Rick Ware Racing car. What the fuck? Wait, Rick Ware Racing is actually not dog shit anymore? The fuck? I thought that was only for the Penny series. What, did Rick Ware Racing actually get their heads out of their asses for the Cup series? Well, I'll be damned. About time Rick Ware Racing learned something that's from their Penny series success. I'll be damned. Like, literally, that second fucking last chance qualifier race, it was the equivalent of a fucking NASCAR Penny Series race. Like, it was getting that chaotic. And oddly enough, even after the main event race, which the main event race was pretty tame, like, it went by very quick. Like, I feel like 150 laps was way too short for that race. Should have at least been around 200, maybe 250 laps. Like, that was just pretty, that just, like, went by very quick. Because at one point I was looking, it was 70 to go, or something like that. And then the next thing I knew, it was like 15 to 10 to go. And I'm like, the fuck? It went by, we're already there that quickly? Like, it was just, the race just went by so fast. Like, it was very quick race. Like, even with that halftime break, it still went by pretty quick. But I'll just say one thing, like, I'll just say for NASCAR, it seems like maybe having halftime performances during that midway point of the race is not the way to go. Because even though Ice Cube did have a really good performance since I always did like Ice Cube's music, the crowd was just not into it. Like, that crowd was fucking dead for that Ice Cube performance. They were just not into it. Like, that ain't it, Chief. I don't know, maybe the crowd would have been more interested in it if it was like a country music star or a rock band or some shit like that. But yeah, a Los Angeles rapper, it's like, nah. Like, I'll just say one thing for sure. White people cannot dance to rap music worth a shit. And this is coming from a white person. And oh, by the way, as a white person, I can't dance to rap music worth a shit. And if I can, it's very poorly. But yeah, the main event Clash race, it was just pretty tame. Like, I'll say, this race, it did have some good moments. Like, you had a lot of 2 and 3 wide racing. Like, you even had the incident with Larson getting the Haley after Byron and Haley made contact, and then Larson got involved, and then Larson just sent Haley straight to the wall. Well, I mean, it's that short track racing for you. Like, not a whole lot of room for error. And you even had the thing between Logano and Kyle Busch fans getting pissed at Logano for that. It's like, here's my question to Kyle Busch fans that are mad at Logano for that. Here's my question. Did Logano wreck Kyle Busch? If no, then question 2. Did this race have any meaning whatsoever toward the championship? If no, here's my final answer. What the fuck are you all mad about then? Logano didn't wreck Kyle Busch. He just simply moved his ass straight out of the way doing the bump and run. Hell, for fuck's sakes, that was more like a bump and fail because Kyle Busch still got the lead based off where they were at the last scoring loop before the midway break. But yeah, in the end though, this race still literally meant nothing. Like, even though this Clash race, it was a lot better than the last decade, like the best Clash race in God knows how long we had. Like, Jesus Christ, when was the last time we had a good Clash race at Daytona that wasn't a complete shit show? Or wasn't 100% boring? Fuck, I think the last time we had to go look for a good Clash race was maybe 2017? Maybe? But yeah, other than that, even though this was the best Clash race in a while, this race still literally means fucking nothing. It's a meaningless fucking gimmick race. It's a meaningless exhibition race. Like, seriously, what's on the line in this race other than money and pride? Absolutely nothing. That's the answer. You want to know how you make people take this race more serious and get more people to watch you get better racing? Here's my solution. Put points on the line. I've said this solution for how many years? I'm going to continue giving this solution until NASCAR gets their heads out of their asses and actually goes through with it. Put points on the line for the Clash in the All-Star race for the top 10 finishers. Even put a bonus point for the chase on the line. That's how you make that race really mean more, and you might get better racing from that. Maybe if NASCAR did that, me and a number of other fans would take this race more serious, because I sure as hell am not taking this serious right now. Not until they put points on the line. But yeah, wake me up when they put points on the line for the Clash in the All-Star race, and I might start taking those exhibition races more serious. But yeah, if the Clash does end up being an overall success, which I think it was, because NASCAR knew damn well coming into this that it had to be a success. Because this was 100% high risk for NASCAR to come to Los Angeles for the Clash. Because we all know the Los Angeles sports market is pretty brutal, especially when it's a city dominated by Lakers and Dodgers fans. When it's a Lakers and Dodgers city, like, LA has like the second biggest sports market in the world, and they only care about big flashy names and immediate success. Los Angeles has no time for wannabes. Or people, or sports, or people trying to pretend to be something that they're not. And if NASCAR only came out here just to chase something that may not give a flying fuck about them, then what was the fucking point of moving the Clash out of Daytona in the first place? But if this Clash ends up being a success, it could open the door to maybe have the Clash in the same state as other potential Super Bowl host cities. Like, I believe next year's Super Bowl is supposed to be in fucking, Arizona, I believe, or Louisiana, because I believe Super Bowl 57 or 50, I believe 57 is supposed to be in Arizona. So maybe look at other states to host, like Arizona, or maybe look at other states that could host inside a football stadium. Like, I think there's a couple we could look at for sure. There's even talks that they might look at doing races, street circuit races like Denver and stuff like that. Maybe even do airport races at like Cleveland or New York City, beat F1 and Indy cars to punch there. So yeah, if the Clash does work well, this could open the door to a lot more opportunities for NASCAR in the future, for sure. I don't even know why the fuck fans were getting complaining about the Clash being in Los Angeles in the first place in a football stadium. When the fans gave a damn about the Clash in the last decade. Like, hell, this is NASCAR's final push to make the Clash fucking mean something, because if this ends up being a complete failure, then there's more likely that the Clash is going to be fucking erased, snapped right out of existence, and they're going to stop doing the Clash, if this ends up being a failure. Like, I'll give NASCAR kudos, though, for trying to think outside the box and be creative with ideas. I mean, if this doesn't work, maybe try something else, and see if that works. Throw some stuff at the wall and just see what sticks and try that. And the fans complain about the Clash being in Los Angeles. They were the same fans that want NASCAR to want to go do more short track racing and go to tracks like fucking Bowman Gray and shit. And literally, the LA Coliseum was literally Bowman Gray on steroids, with better weather and bigger seating capacity. So yeah, I think fans just complain just to fucking hear themselves talk. And keep in mind, and those same fans, they're the type of fans that want Rockingham back on the schedule. They also want Nashville Fairgrounds back on the schedule, and they want North Wilkesboro back on the schedule. And if and when NASCAR puts all those 3 tracks back on the schedule, are fans gonna complain about that too, just like they complain about every goddamn thing NASCAR does under the sun? And you wonder why NASCAR doesn't listen to the fans in the first place. Because to be perfectly honest, I don't think NASCAR truly knows what the fuck fans truly want. Because the fans are all over the goddamn place with what they want. They're like, no, we want this. No, we want that. We want this. We want that. We want this. It's like, pick a damn lane and just stay in it. Not that hard. But yeah, anyway, I just think my rant has gone on long enough, especially for a meaningless gimmick race. But yeah, Daytona 500 in 2 weeks. And for anyone saying that there's not a NASCAR race next weekend, wrong. There is a NASCAR race next weekend. Next Saturday night, to be exact. It's called the Wheel and Modifieds Tour at New Smyrna Speedway in New Smyrna, Florida. See, I'll try and watch that race. And I might do a review on that race if that race has actually had anything interesting happen. If not, probably nothing. But yeah, Modifieds is next weekend. So yeah, NASCAR season back. And yes, I am going to have a new intro for the NASCAR intro for this season. I will be debuting the new updated intro after the Daytona 500. So yeah, for now, you just have the old intro to look forward to. I'll have the new one up in time for the 500. But yeah, see you all next week, and yeah, next week's Super Bowl time. But yeah, see you later. Out.